Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Nice to see you. Let me turn the mics off for just a second here, real quick, and say happy Wednesday, happy hump day, happy middle of the week day, happy number 3 day, or whatever day that you call it. It's really nice to see you guys. Thank you for coming. I've got some good things planned for you, and I've got so much good energy. And strangely enough, when I woke up this morning, I peeled myself out of bed. I didn't have that much feeling like energy, and then I saw you guys come in, and suddenly I have all kinds of energy. What do you know about that? Special day today, Wednesday, weighted Wednesday. So as I've said, and I was trying to give everybody like a big heads up so we didn't have a mass exodus out of the screen and back again. I'd be so alone. This is the opportunity to get your weighted chi balls or the reasonable facsimile, like a couple of dumbbells and light weights, by the way, if you're doing dumbbells like 2 pounds, something like that. Don't kill yourself. Or a couple of cans of soup, or clown noses, whatever you've got available to you, that will work this morning. Also have some really cool new announcements. At least one announcement that's really cool, and some of the others that are just normal. But we'll talk about that after we get up and chi boogie, because it's that time again. So why don't you guys go ahead and get into your spot, and I will join you in just 2 seconds. Ooh, yeah. We got to start out with a little octopus arms here this morning. Just letting your arms float out to the side and just wiggle into space. Oh, yes. And then just let them float on down by your sides. And float back. And by the way, I invite you to octopus arms anytime you want to today in class. If you just need to break into spontaneous wiggle, you go right ahead. Float up with the breath and sink the chi. Float into the heart and just ease all the way down. One more time. Breathe it on in. Float it on in and breathe it on out. Beautiful. One more time. Just gather the chi in. We're going to do a lot with it today. And drift on down. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and take this foot out to the side, one step, and then in front, the hands float up for opening the door. And just ease on down. Good, and float back up. Melting down to the earth, just drip, drip, drip. And one more time, floating back up. Pull the hands into the heart, and we're going to step in the corner and palms up, wrists crossing the points, and then stir it all around. Stir it in. So the crossing the points here, those 2 little acupuncture points right at the base of the wrist there, that awakens and draws out the chi, and then stirs it around with this circular motion. Cross and stir. Yeah, one more time, and then stay with me. Let's bring it on back into the heart so we can do the other side. Step on in, other corner, and again, cross the points. Just palm over palm, wrist over wrist. Stir it out there. When you reach forward, it's nice and easy, right? Not like punching somebody. Ha! Stir around. Just ease into that, and if you're really careful, you'll feel the buzz right there as you cross the points. Right. And one more time. Cross. Circle. Nice. All right, here we go. Stay with me. Crossing the points, and then let's bring it on back into the heart. Hands pull in and hug the big tree right there. Inhale and open. Fingertips come floating back together. Palms flatten. Drip, drip, drip all the way down. And back to the beginning, sinking the chi. Hands float out. Drift into the heart. Ease on down. Beautiful. Opening the door in front, the hands float up, and then just melt on down. Ah, beautiful. All right, here we go. Let the hands relax so you can go and pick up your weighted chi balls. And by the way, if you just joined and you're like, I didn't get the memo, you still have time if you want to run and get them, or you don't need to use them. You can just do empty hand is just fine. If you don't have the weighted chi balls, again, a couple of cans of heavy soup will work just fine. Sinking the chi, the arms float out to the outside, drift into the heart, and ease all the way down. One more time, floating up. Inhale, exhale. All the way down, dripping, dripping, melting, floating down, and then floating back up here. Let's pull the hands into the heart. Step into the corner and cross up high, the princess on the mountain top. And then drop. And open all the way around. And cross, nice and easy. Take your time, right? It's early. Floating together. And just melting, releasing really is what it is. Drawing the circle in the air and breathing out all the way. Up on top of the mountaintop, there's treasure. Reach for it. Reach into the earth, into the sky for this one. We'll reach into the earth later. And circle around one more time. And stay with me. Drop here and step on back in. Stepping into the other corner right away. Again, cross up high. And drop. And circle around. So it's a continuous motion, right? It just rolls right on in. And don't be shy. Take it back. And take it forward. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. One more time. Good. And drop it down and step on back in and sink the chi. One more time. Inhale up and float into the heart and let it float on down. Hands float up. Pull into the heart and step into the corner again and cross down low. So here we go. Now we reach into the earth for the princess in the valley. And open. I always like this one. It's like open the heart. Open, open, open. Open the shoulders. Open the neck and throat. Fourth chakra. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale and stay with me. We're going to drop right here so we can step back on in. Stepping into the corner again, cross down low and lift. Longest, biggest breath, big sigh. All the way around. Boy, with the new mic, that new big sigh sounds loud. Float all the way around. Breathe in. Breathe out, and one more time. All the way around, and stay with me. We're going to step on back in and hug the big tree. Inhale and open. Fingertips come floating back together. Hands flatten and float all the way down. Nice, and let's put these down for just a moment. And sink the chi. Hands float out. Drift into the heart. And ease all the way down. Nice. Floating back up again. They pull into the heart, step into the corner, and cross the points. And circle. All the way around. Now, however, it's like, boy, that is just doing it all by itself, isn't it? Stir. Pull in. Pierce. Last one. Pulling all the way around. Drift in. Cross the points, and let's pull this right back into the heart. Step on in. Let's do the other side. Stepping out. Turn those hands palm up. And circle. Yeah, palm up, palm down, though. I don't really care. Whatever you got is good for me. Breathe in. Good. One more time. crossing, and then let's bring it on back and hug the tree. Inhale and open. Fingertips float back on in, hands flatten, float down. Spontaneous octopus arms moment. Just wanted to pay attention to see if you were with me. Let's find the balls again. Yes, indeed. Sinking the chi. Hands float out to the outside. Drift into the heart. All the way down. And let's take one foot out to the side, a little bit wider. Right? Hands float up again. Drift in. And right down into the earth. And then floating out and up to the heavens, all the way up, over the top, and float back in, right down the middle, the vertical circle. And lift. Draw in, drop down. Inhale, exhale. Nice. One more time. And just let it all go. And now stay with me, reverse direction. Drawing back up the center, reaching up towards the stars. One more time, all the way down. It's like a roller coaster ride at Disney. Up and over the top, and all the way down. Floating back up. Reach. One more time. Yes, beautiful. I like that one. Up and over. And here we go. And stay with me. Drawing it back up. Hug the big tree right here. Inhale and open. And this hand on top of the big round moon. Turn to face this direction. And let's push that out there. And stir it around again. A little bit of stirring going on here. And push. And stir. Right? Get the moon out. Moon rise, and then let it float around the world one time, back over the dark side, and then push it out. Breathe in, stir in, breathe out. Beautiful. All the way in. Last one, stirring all the way around. Back into the heart, and as you push forward right into hugging the tree right here, bring it back to center. Inhale and open, and then this hand on top, and just melt right in. Nice. Turning the face this direction. Push right on out there. Kristen, this one's for you. All the way around. We were talking about this movement. Stirring all the way around and open out. Circling, drawing in, drawing those big spirals in the air, push it out, spiral around, draw it in, forward, one more time, looking very nice you guys, stir around, draw it in, and right here hug the big tree, let's bring it back to center. Inhale and open, fingertips coming, floating back together, and heel toe the feet together a couple of times. Hands flatten, float all the way down. And let's put these down for a moment. And sink the chi. So lovely. Hands float into the heart. And knees all the way down. In front, the hands float up for opening the door. Melt, melt, melt. Just drip into the earth. Good. Floating back up. As the hands float down, once again, let's take a big wide step out to the side. Right. Hands circle around to the outside. Draw down and melt down, melting as you go. Hands right here on the hips, and then just take this over to the side. Just because I want a different perspective on life. And then look down at the earth and wag that tail all the way across. I just want to give a look to make sure you're still with me. Yes, and then back up to center. Down again, just melting. Let's take it over. Wagging the tail, shaking the head, side to side. Hello there. Back up. One more time. Taking it over. Look on down, and I'm just looking for my keys. I don't know if anything's down. And back to center. And take it back up. Ah, very nice. And then just floating effortlessly back up into space and heel toe the feet together a couple of times. Stepping on in a little spontaneous octopus arms. Nice. And hands float in and ease on down. And then this foot returns. And on a Wednesday morning when I really wanted to do about another 10 minutes, a little bow, that'll bring it home right there. Nice work. Nice work. Come on in. Yes, it was another one of those mornings where and I felt like we could do more, but the clock's running out. Anyway, that was nice. If you are one of those people who are getting in your twofers, come back in the next class because I have even more planned having to do with that. Anyway, thank you. Good job, you guys. Excellent. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's the third day of the week. You know, got to get out there and do amazing things because amazing things happen on Wednesdays. So I want to let you go with just a couple of quick announcements that I want to make. First of all, drum roll please. If you go to the david-dorian-ross.com website, you will see some new stuff. New things. Really? I thought you'd be more excited. Yeah, okay, thank you. Humor me. Anyway, one of the things I said on Monday that we were going to launch a new place on the website where there would be notes about the show and some of the thoughts of the day written down, and also places for you to make comments and get the conversation going and keep it going. Many days we're going to try to implement some invitations, challenges, homework, whatever you want to call it, stuff to do with our thoughts of the day. So that's on there now. You'll find it on the very tippy top of the website. On the top menu bar, it says Daily Chi. We may actually Daily Chi Thoughts or something, I'm not quite sure, but right now it says Daily Chi, and so click on that and it'll take you to that page. We also have a new store button, so shameless commerce from david-dorian-ross.com. However, there's nothing in it at the moment, so it's coming soon, but it's up there on the website, and we'll talk about that. Again, if you have not heard yet, there are new master classes on the schedule, and I know some of you have already been signing up. I'm very excited about that, particularly the 8 pieces of brocade master class coming up on the 26th. Is that right? Yes. Because that's going to be very cool. It's a great personal practice, and this particular style of the 8 pieces of brocade is my favorite one. I've learned 2 or 3 in my life, and this one is got some lovely nuances. So we'll be playing with that. And by the way, as we do that particular workshop, I'm going to tell you what each one is for. Right? Each one of the 8 brocades has an effect somewhere on the energy systems of the body. And so we'll be talking about what each one's for. Then on the 30th, of course, we have the choreography class. That's a daytime class. So Pia, that actually might work for you, after work kind of thing. So you're more than welcome to come to that. And it's just kind of, whether you're a teacher or not, it can give you an interesting insight into how to tell a story when you're working out or doing your Tai Chi. There's a metaphor of the journey of life that you are enacting when you do your Tai Chi. And so that's what we're going to be covering in that class. What other things? Oh, this Saturday, starting on the 14th, we start a new series of the teacher training workshops. We still have some room in that class if any of the people that you know have been curious about our teacher training program. Let them know to give us a shout, and we can still get them in if they want to start this Saturday. Okay, I've got like 50 more announcements, but I'm not going to do them today, just because I want to let you get out of here and go do something special with other people's. So have a wonderful day, would you? Would you do that for me? Have a great day. Okay, keep your hearts open. Don't forget, take time to play. And no matter what life throws at you, just go with the flow. You know how to do it. Love you guys. See you in a half an hour.